think there's there's water, fire, and gas. And the different doshas kind of mean how you're balanced and what you're naturally produced, and then what is opposite that kind of balances it out a little bit. And so how we make this into anti-aging, we have to first acknowledge some marma points. Marma points are like similar to lymphatic points, but they're different because it's a different belief system, okay? And so you have to introduce yourself by pressing all the different marma points. And they're just like your third eye, your temple, your sinus points, your intestine points, your hormone points. Okay? And so now I've introduced myself. The other thing is that this is dry. So this is going to be done dry. It's a little bit different. You may not have had this massage before. You may or may not. It's called Metta, Mehta, and it is also known as what we call Shampasage, which is not common. So you can look. I looked it up last night too, and I always look to see if somebody adds it. There's only one video online that I can see, and it kind of has a stopping point, and it's a 3-minute video. And I learned it from the school that I went to. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do half the face, okay? And so when we do half the face, this is kind of like microcurrent, but it's a holistic approach to microcurrent. Microcurrent will lift the face and the muscles, kind of like that. This is going to lift. So we see here is she has some fine lines here, okay? We want to lift the brow, okay? We want to lift, she has great cheekbones, but we want to lift it a little bit more. We want to minimize some of these lines here in her parentheses, and we want to make the mouth kind of smile or lift it up, and we want to kind of reshape the jaw a little bit. Her skin is actually pretty good, but let's do just half of the face, okay? So what you do with one hand is you lift up with one hand, and you have great friction because I don't have any lotion. And then the other hand, you're going to go like this, or like this to create that friction, okay? So lifting. How's it feel?
No, good, nice.
Mm-hmm. And it makes the skin and the muscle feel tight.
I feel my muscle very well.
Okay, and you can do this for your facial massage, the same movement all across the face, and it actually is lifting, and it will lift and iron out wrinkles and lift the face. It also creates, the skin may turn a little bit pink. It also creates, it warms the muscle, and it helps product penetration for anything that you put onto the skin next. Maybe you would put on a serum, maybe you put on a mask. It helps lift up that skin, and you will start to notice a difference. And it could take, depending on the client, it could take 5 minutes, it could take 20 minutes, but typically it's about 5 to 10 minute massage.
Do you have like some instructions for us?
Instruction is either this or this. You can go like
the other papers you gave us.
I'll look.
Yeah.
I think that I don't have a map for it. But I'll look. I did have one, but it literally is doing this all across the face. So it's no different. It's just going across.
Try doing it. I can't do it.
Pinky sometimes helps. Depending on the area. See how I'm kind of lifting that brow up here? It's cute when they have like fun things. Okay, feel good?
Amazing. I like massage.
And I'm just going to tilt you to the side. We're not there just yet, so I'm going to kind of go over here.
I should see it.
Don't look yet.
And
Don't record that.
Record it.
Will I have a different size with my face? Oh my goodness!
Don't record me trying to hit her. I wasn't really trying.
Record it, then she'll get an A, right?
Well, I have to warn you, I think there's a 12-minute limit on this, and we're already at 5 minutes, so
That's okay.
speed it up, Erica.
I see how it is.
And this very deep massage. I feel
Friction.
like- yes.
Kind of like an Indian burn.
Yeah.
How your skin feels like that, then it warms up and stimulates that muscle.
Yes.
And there's more product absorption into the skin and stimulation, and it turns that sluggish skin into radiant, vibrant skin. Ugh, 3 times real fast.
Vibrant, radiant skin. So would this be good to do before you cleanse? Or no?
I toned her so I didn't have anything
Oh, you
on.
toned her? Oh,
I
okay.
did tone her just because I didn't
Okay.
think she had anything on, but
So you don't use any oils or anything. It's just
this would be great for if somebody has concerns with anti-aging and you want to work on them. So if you did the anti-aging facial, this could be a replacement. So you're not using massage lotion. You're just working the wrinkles along with that. You can also do this in our detox facial, which we learn next week, which is microcurrent. But if somebody has a contraindication and can't have microcurrent, this is a manual version of doing that. So then you kind of have almost like 2 or 3 facials in one.
Quite frankly, I think I'd rather have this than microcurrent.
You might. You definitely might.
Here a little bit hurt.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. Maybe this muscle a little bit strict.
I'll just use the fat pad here to see if
Nice.
it's nicer. Trying to hurry up, as Kat said.
We're at 7 minutes.
I have 2 more minutes, I think.
I only say that because it says 7 minutes on one side and it's counting up, and then it says 12 on the other, so it's like, okay, got a deadline here.
It's just creating some blood flow. And then I'm just going to help lift up the brow. I'm going to get into that belly of that muscle, and I'm just going to work it out a little bit. Okay. Now take a picture.